these are my fields, and well, yes, the wheat is waiting to be cut, but it's time. It's still a little time to go before we cut them. So this time I thought of showing you my fields also, but let me take you inside my house and let me show you my garden. So here's my garden. Om Namo Shri Ganeshaya Namah. A little Matha Teko and papayas. This is what I wanted to show you, that papayas ripen on the tree itself, so you don't have to take them down and you don't have to put them into chemicals just to ripen them. If you leave them on the tree itself, they ripen. Look at this, they've started yellowing. These are almost yellow, and this one is almost ripe. So this is what I wanted to show you. This is organically ripened, nothing to do with chemical. And tomatoes, and of course the ladybird sits there, beautiful, isn't she? So it's love me or hate me, but she sits there enjoying the tomato leaves, nibbling on these tomato leaves. And let me show you these tomatoes. These are basically the tomatoes from the foothills. That is the variety. The flowers of the tomato leaves, and as they ripen we pluck. Nice view, lovely views, flowers, the ladybird and the tomatoes. And the variety, of course, as I said, these are the hill version, generally found growing locally wild, and they are a little pointed ones. The bottom is pointed. And the flowers again, I'll just show you what these tomatoes really look like. There's another ladybird there. So the fauna and flora go together hand in hand. That is the biocycle. See, so many of these tomatoes. The ripened ones I have already clipped. I've taken them around, and I'll try and show you those also. There's a spider there, and the flowers again. And here's a tomato there. Here's a tomato. This is what I wanted to show you. They remain pointed at the bottom. And what do they look like when they are ripe? This is what they look like. Well, my better half held up these tomatoes for us to see. So that's what they look like. Lovely, nice tomatoes, isn't it? Juicy tomatoes. And there, another set of papaya trees. Again, you can see the papayas ripening on the trees itself. I don't believe them taking them down and putting them into carbide and ripening them with the use of chemicals. I will allow them to ripen on the trees itself. And marigold flowers. Nice, beautiful, isn't it? So that is what it looks like. And now I'll show you some life-taking lessons also from my garden. And along with this, mangoes there. The season promises mangoes. So there we are. The mangoes have started to come. And of course, this season I'm going to be showing you some dishes made with mango. Some twists, some twist of taste, and some common dishes worked with mangoes itself. So lots of these mangoes will be coming. And again, a small papaya tree, very young, a new variety. And look at these beautiful small little papayas that have already started coming. And these they have already started ripening also. So this is just a small little tree. That was a sample, and now this is the life-taking lesson. These are the Kinoos, the Maltas, and the Mosammis in my garden. And look, they're already there now. The fruit has already come. So this is your advanced planning. This is how nature does its advanced planning. The nature has already brought out these fruits, and they will ripen by winter. They will keep growing like this, and they will ripen by winter, not before that. Look at this. This is now Malta, the blood red Malta. So there, slowly over the time they will ripen. Nice view. This is what I wanted to show you. This is what generally we are never aware of. Now look, these are Kinoos. They're already there on the plants, already there on the trees, and very slowly they will grow, and by the next winter, that is in winter, they will ripen. And look at this. Nice, isn't it? Well, there, these are the mangoes. Now this is the shot from the other side. The mangoes growing, and still the flowers remain on the twigs. There you are. These are the flowers, and they have already been pollinated, and slowly they will ripen into mangoes, and mangoes will be seen on the trees. And these are the guavas. This is a short variety of guava. These trees are short, hybrid variety, but the yield is very much, and these trees do not grow very tall, but they give a lot of fruit. So the guavas, so many of them, and as the time goes on, as the time passes, you'll see more and more and more of these guavas. The plant is going to be full. This is what it promises you. And this is another version of a hybrid plant. Again, the mangoes on the trees, and this is again from the shot where I can see some light. So there you are, the mangoes and the flowers still ripening. Nice look, isn't it? And one feels like that it is going to be a good harvest. Well, it should be. It should be. There, another view. Promises of a good harvest, isn't it? Look, so many of these mangoes. Every branch. So many, and it's full. It's got to be full. It's got to be a nice harvest, that is for sure. Lovely, isn't it? And as I show you, I'll take you now over. This is the money plant as usual, as we all are aware of. The huge leafed money plant which grows on the land itself. I planted it on the land, not in pots. And these leaves are really gigantic. They're really huge, almost around more than a foot. Now let's go back to the garden. Lovely flowers again, growing in my garden. Now this is the section of my lawn actually. So these lovely flowers, and from here I'll show you more. Now let me show you some roses also. But before that, nice, isn't it? The grass is coming back. The marigold. Sorry, this is the paper flower. The dog, generally known as the dog flower. Again, the paper flowers. They're very crispish. They're very crispish petals. Generally known as the paper flower, and they make that paperish noise when you touch them. And the roses. Nice roses. The plants are full. Look at that. The buds, the roses, they bloom. Can you feel the fragrance? I'm sure you can feel the fragrance also. Nice one, isn't it? So this is the second one with the buds and the flowers. That is the black rose, the pink rose. I have so many of these plants, and here is the blood red rose, also known as the Queen Elizabeth variety. And in the background, the papaya, which I had shown you, the papaya trees where the papayas were ripening. So lovely views, isn't it? Lovely views. And I still use that old antenna in my garden for creepers to climb upon. Again, the roses, the Queen Elizabeth variety, and the dahlias. So the dahlias, these are last of the dahlias, the yellow ones, the golden ones. Beautiful to look at, isn't it? And I'm sure we all enjoying the views. And there, the purple ones. This is another color, another variety, and it has got mixed with these flowers. There, the purple one or the magenta one. And the grass is greener now. Remember, I had returfed the grass of my lawn. Well, this is what it is now looking like. And there I caught this bee. It was here to pollinate the dahlias so that I would get seeds for my next plantation, that is next year when I'll be planting them. I'll get the seeds and the buds, so they will be planted next year, as I tell you. So there we are, the bee. Thank you for watching, friends.